Hello, my friends. Greetings to you all. And how are you doing today? I guess fine. Wow, it's so good to be back here again. You know, my usual way, going out. But I need to do this, just to say to you that today, this year, and at this time of life, you need to, you just need to learn to occupy your own space. So what I'm talking about today is that learn to stay in your space. Stay in your space, because why do you need to stay in your space? Master your space is this. When you stay in your space and master your space, you begin to learn and know how to discover yourself. You begin to discover yourself more. You begin to find yourself more interesting. You begin to know what exactly you are supposed to do as a person when you learn to master your space. Stay in your space. Walking and walk in your space. Because you know what, the problem of most people today is that most of us today, we rather want to stay in the space of others. We rather want to master the space of others. We want to live the life of the other people rather than try master our own space, live our own life, and master our own self. You understand? We just want to live the life of others. And before you know, because you're trying to live the life of other person, you are trying to master the space of another person, you end up losing yourself. You end up losing it and losing everything. Because why? Because you are trying to stay in the space of another person, and that person is not you, and you are not that person. So it becomes impossible. It becomes so hard for you, and before you know, you get frustrated. You get frustrated. You get disappointed, and what comes next? Depression. Because why? Because you are staying in the space of another person, because you are trying to fit into where you don't belong, into where you are not supposed to be found, into where God has not ordained you to be. Stay in your space. Master your own space. You heard me. Master your own space, for it will do you a whole lot of good. Now, I give us an example. You see those 5 fingers of mine? There is the tallest. There is the one that is next. And there is the biggest, and there is the smallest. Now tell me, how will it look like when this tallest wants to fit into the position of this smallest one? Or this big one wants to fit into the space of this one where we put the ring, just because this hand, it is the only one that accepts marriage ring. It becomes a problem. Now, it did not just end up being a problem for only this bigger hand, this tallest hand. It become a problem too for this one that he is trying to replace and take its place. That is how life is. And like these 5 fingers, that is how we are. That is how we are. This big one, no matter how he try, cannot be this smallest one. And no matter how the smallest one tries to become this big one, he will never be able to fit into the position of this big one, because it is not its place. It is not its position. You understand? So that is how you are too. That is how I am. I am just me. You are just you. That is how God created each and every one of us. And when He created us, now we all, at the end of the day, end up having our own special uniqueness. So what do? Stay in your space. Master your space. And stay in your position. Because you're staying in your space, mastering your space, staying in your position helps you to discover yourself more, helps you to discover your purpose in life, helps you to be more special And by staying in your space now, you begin to occupy more and more and more and more in your space, and everyone comes to know you in that space that is yours. And before you know, your light begins to shine and people want to come to you. What am I trying to say again in another way? In another form, if you are meant to be a singer, stay in your position of a singer and sing very well. And make sure you become the best in that very singing position. Are you meant to be a teacher? Then stay in your position. Master it, become an expert in it, and before you know, you will attract the right people that needs your services, and before you know, boom, you will speed up and you just be like a rocket that is shot in the sky, and you will